All right, I'm going to go through and show you how I go through and evaluate my keep to determine what troops I need to build when it comes time to train troops. Okay, the assumption here is that you're a rally keep, you are joining rallies, you are burning out your troops, you're having to heal marches, you create vulnerabilities defensively as you're sending out marches, and this is hopefully going to help eliminate that or minimize it anyways. All right, so what this is a spreadsheet that I've built that it's nothing complicated. It just has my troop inventory in it, troop inventory here for all tiers, and it has my presets, or it has some presets loaded in here, not necessarily mine, but it has some presets that are loaded. Okay, now all it's doing is this spreadsheet is going through and just calculating out how many presets I have available by tier and by troop or by March preset. Okay, so after you've filled out your inventory of troops and you've filled out what preset you're going to use, you can come down and you can look down here in the March availability table, and it will tell you how many marches that you have available if you were to just send out a full march and it dies. Okay, now I don't have like death to wounded or anything like that in here. That's just a level of complexity that's not needed for what we're doing. Okay, so based on my presets and based on my troop inventory, I have 5 marches of ground T15 available. And then for T14, 7.1, for T13, 9.6, T12 is 8.1. Okay, so right now my most limiting troop is my T15 ground for my ground march. So if I need to add in more ground, I need to add in T15. If I add in T15, then which that is my most limiting, then my overall ground availability will increase. Okay. Now, this is doing it for all troop types and all tiers. And then this table down here is giving you what your absolute availability is. So when you look at it, you have to evaluate, I've got this many ground marches, this many archer marches, this many cav marches, this many siege and low siege. Where am I using my marches? Am I using, or is the rally team using more siege and more archers? Am I using a lot of ground and solo attacks? Am I using a lot of cav and solo attacks? Um, and you're going to have to find a good balance for what marches you're actually utilizing within your battlefields. So if you need more grounds, we're just going to use ground as the hypothetical here. If you need more ground, I have 5 marches available and I'm running out badly. I'm going to go back to my March availability table here by tier, and I'm going to look and see what my most limiting troop tier is. My most limiting tier is my T15. So if I were to build more T15, then I could increase my overall March availability. I could continue to add T15 until this number becomes 7.1, in which case my T14 would become more limiting. So then I would have to shift to T14. For my archers, if you look across these numbers, they're relatively balanced. But if I were going to add, I'm going to have to add T15 and T14 to really get uh, this number to come up for my total March availability for archers. And that's true for my cav as well. My cav, I would have to build my T15 and my T13. And for siege, my high bomb, I'm going to have to build T14 and T13. And for low bomb, you're going to have to build T11. Okay. So that's really all it is. It's a very simple spreadsheet. I'll put a link to the spreadsheet in the description. And this is how you go through and you build it out so that as you're sending out marches, you're keeping your defense and your keep balanced out and very defendable. So this will give you more marches available for your rally team, give you better defense. You have resources, train troops, go kill shit.